Oh, can you hear me? Anybody seen Deadpool 2? No spoilers. 10 out of 10. Don't skip. Don't skip it. What happened to my camera? I just framed it. You don't need to see all this junk back here. Look how much, you don't need to see that. Unless you want to. Unless you want to see my comics, I guess. It's just junk. Yo, for real though, do not skip. Don't skip. Yeah, there's some comics back there. And like some, maybe like dirty socks over here. Some like socks. There's some Advil. I get headaches. Controller down there. All right. You've earned it. You've earned the full panoramic. There you go. We have no secrets. We're hiding nothing. No bodies off screen. No corpses in the back. How's everyone doing today? Talking Syndrome is back finally. It's been a very long time. I've missed you. I've missed our intimate conversations chat. Yeah, things just got a little out of hand with reviews with this thing. It was a lot of planning. I was buried for months in that planning, wedding planning. Then God of War happened, reviews, you know, it was just a crazy busy time. And then Jones did Cup of Jones. I didn't want to step on his toes, you know. Cup of Jones hype. So digital versus physical. I'm very intrigued by this, chat. We're going to do some straw polls, of course. But you asked me a few years ago, and you know how I like to change my mind. You asked me a few years ago, and I'm telling you, I'm never buying a digital game if there's a physical option. If it's digital only, of course, you have to. But I might be like 60-40 digital now. And it's freaking me out. It's really freaking me out. Uzi Suicide. Yakuza physical releases, steel books, business card, and art books. Doesn't get better than that. Can't hold on to Majima's business card digitally. Love that answer. Hids. I try to buy physical most of the time. I love collecting steel books. Oh, yeah. Can't trade in or sell digital, too. Yeah, I also said 9 a.m. I meant 9 p.m., you know. And that's where I really want to open this conversation is that first night. How important is that to you, chat? That Monday night, 9 p.m. digital unlock. You know? Think of God of War. Playing that Monday night at 9 versus the next day. Is it worth it? Yeah, East Coast is midnight. That's a little rougher on all of you. And for Europeans as well, it would be 5 in the morning. Both have their perks. Digital, you get that absolute first second startup, but physical, you get to actually hold it in your hands, says Brian. Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe a few years ago I would care. Nowadays, not so much. Garmar, I love this answer. I actually really enjoy hanging out at midnight launches for games I'm excited for. I mostly buy physical, but I've bought the occasional digital game. Usually it's down to finding a really good deal. We bleed pixels, speaking the truth. If I wait 5 years for a game, I can wait 6 more hours. Tell that to Ben Moore and myself. I don't know. I think Ben and I would both be like, we gotta play it. Ben and I share that. Young Laylee Luli Low. Is that a Metal Gear reference? Digital doesn't have the noisy disc running and it doesn't take up space in your home. I think physical is nice for the most beloved games. And that's kind of where I stand as well. Although physical games have made my PS4 really loud. So what's the deal with that? Not as loud as God of War. Oh my gosh. Loudest game ever. Dark Knight. If digital games unlocked earlier, I might be more intrigued. Like 24 hours Dark Knight? Like a full day? They shouldn't, Huber, says Talk9. Physical games are just downloaded to the hard drive. Yeah, I have the God of War physical, and oh, it's loud. I guess it's probably just the fan. Yeah, not the actual, like, disc reading. Yeah, God of War on the Pro. It's like a jet engine. Have you seen the memes? The, like, jet of the guy? It's like, ah! 7 p.m. instead of 11 p.m. Dark Knight? Okay. I did, Bearded Scotsman. I cleaned out my PS4 Pro, and it was the scariest thing I've ever done, and I said I'm never doing it again. But I did it with, like, some compressed air, a diaper, the whole deal. Yeah, there actually, surprisingly, there wasn't that much dust, and it lives over in that corner where there's a lot of dust, and it wasn't that bad. It really was not bad. So your consoles are probably not as dirty as you think, unless, I don't know, when did the Pro come out? A year or two ago? I don't know. For a year or two, it was not bad. 2016, yeah, it wasn't bad. Okay, so like a year and a half. Yeah, I'm sure after like double that, 3 years, 4 years, your consoles will get pretty gross. Darkened Clouds. In the UK, they want £60 for a game. If you shop online, you can get the same game for £40. Wow. Wow. That's high. Bloodworth. I think consoles are probably built to keep out dust a lot better than PCs. My PC case has massive holes. Yeah, Bloodworth. Totally. 100% agree with that. Yeah, I can see directly into my PC right now. Look at this. You know, we're talking holes for days. That dust. It's bad news. Look at this. I need to wipe this with a diaper. Good Lord. It's been a while. All right. Don't get sick on me, chat. Don't get sick. Don't throw up. Evil Within 2 DLC when? When? Can we get... We're putting that out there every day now. You know? We're putting it out there. E3 hype starts now. Dimos Clay. Yeah, I really like this foreign insight. In New Zealand, some games are literally half price importing physical from a good site compared to digital. That is so weird. Half price for physical. So interesting. In We Bleed Pixels, in Germany, they want £60 for the physical and £70 for the digital. Jeez. So digital is more expensive. Limey, yeah, it's cheaper here for physical in the UK. That's so interesting. Jeez. Hey, my Asian, love and respect. Twitch Prime, 20 months. Thanks so much. Tujuengi, 20% off for a staff discount. Yeah, discounts is a whole nother bag. A whole nother bag of tricks. Give me some of your favorite physical editions, chat. That's what I want to hear. I can remember, I've told this story a bunch of times. I can remember one of the first PC games I ever bought was Max Payne, having that DVD case. Yeah, I have the Persona 5 Steelbook. Oh yeah, Garmore. Love that one. Hubert ignoring all the hype, hopes, and dreams was a realistic chance of Resident Evil 2 remake at E3. Honestly, 90%. I'm serious. I was gonna say 100. It's 100%, 90%. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. Now's the time. Yo, Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, Nairo. Hype. So cool. Bravely Default, one of your favorite boxes. Yeah, that's a clean box. Real clean. Kiwami Steelbook, Red Ranger, speaking to my heart. Raul Giovanni, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Steelbook for PS3 is 10 out of 10 for sure. I still need to beat Dream Drop Distance. I need to catch up. I just need to do it for Brad. I need to do it for Brad, chat. I need to catch up. I've finished all the Kingdom Hearts except Dream Drop Distance and 2.8. I finished all of 1.5, all of 2.5. Now I'm on 2.8. Gotta get there. Do it for Brad. The Bioshock case that looks like rusted metal. That is sick. Bloodborne Collector's Edition. Bloodworth, we have you preemptively booked for Capcom. That's how sure we are about Resident Evil 2. Please, Resident Evil 2, reveal yourself. Racer Mace, the Assassin's Creed Steelbook is also pretty hype. I don't remember that one. I do not remember. Yeah, I saw the Resident Evil 2 rumors. We might get into that at the bottom half of the show. Halo 2 Steelbook, nice. Held out on playing Resident Evil 2, especially for the remake, caught up on all the rest. Lolly Lily Low. Come on now, play the original. Please? Please? Just play it. And then play the remake. No reason not to play it. Yo, Bezos. This stream is for you, Bezos. Expanse. Saved. Feels good. So good. Whew. Yeah, the Skyward Sword that came with the Wii Motion Plus. I dug it for sure, Rebirth Crusader. Totally. Yo, Bezos. This one's for you, Bezos! Ugh. Apparently there's 9 Expanse books. That's a lot of books. I have not seen Solo yet. I like going to movies on Mondays after they're out. Monday and Tuesday. The ticket people at the theater I go to said that Tuesdays are their slowest day of the week. You'd think it'd be Mondays, but it's not. Tuesdays, though. Historically, the slowest day at movie theaters. So I like to wait. I had to pay a lot for the Skyward Sword because the first store I ordered canceled my pre-order, Mr. Zadok. That's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, Tori, I can't go on the weekends either. I was saying this on my stream yesterday. I can't sit next to strangers at movie theaters anymore. I just zone in on them, you know? They're like right there. How did I ever do that in my life? You know, they'll like the arm. How awkward is sharing an armrest with a complete stranger? Or they'll put their soda in your armrest? Or they'll like crack their knuckles? Or like tap their foot? Have you ever been next to someone in the theater that's like tapping their foot? I can't do it. I cannot do it. anymore. Avengers took me days to see. That is how serious I was. I saw it Tuesday morning. I waited like 5 days to see the Avengers. I was on full media. I didn't go outside for 5 days because I didn't want anything to get spoiled. But it worked. It was worth it. It paid off because I saw it in a theater with like 4 other people. The best. True, Minimic. You're so right. You're so right. It's the balance. It's the balance, Minimic. It's horror movies I love seeing in a packed crowd, but I still don't want to sit next to someone in a horror movie. So I want that like 3/4 hype. He finally caught up. It's the best. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, people are intense in the movie theaters. The Witch, yeah, I love The Witch. Good one. Real good one. The Terror is high on my list for sure. All right, we're just gonna take this to a very basic straw poll, just to get a feeler number out here, just to feel it out, just a bit outside. What's that from, chat? Major League. Oh yeah, one of the greats. All right, this is gonna be an annoying straw poll because I can already see what's gonna win. All right, straw poll. Whoops. Here we go. Wow. Closer than I thought. Holy moly. Whoa. Whoa. So, digital versus physical is the straw poll. With what seems to be like more votes than I've seen in a long time. 115 votes here. Physical, 41 votes, 35%. Digital, 29 votes, 24%. It Depends, leading the charge with 40%, but it's really close with physical at 37% physical, 39 It Depends. Wow. Wow. Only 23% saying digital, straight up. Interesting. And what do you think that's going to look like in another 5 years, you know? You see those rumors come out about PlayStation 5 just being a streaming machine, kind of? That was weird. They didn't say it expressly, but there were streaming machine undertones, if you will. They didn't say it explicitly like that. It was... They were talking about, you know, PS Now and digital and... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Resident Evil 7. Atori, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 releasing streaming on Switch. Really interesting. Whoa. A lot of good games this weekend, chat. Really crazy weekend. Bloodstained. Don't skip. Bloodstained. Curse of the Moon? Whoa. Brad hooked me up. Sent me a message. Was like, yo, buy this right now. Right now, buy this. Play it now. Gotta answer that call. Rarely does Brad do that. Bloodstained, seriously, $10. Nice and easy. Jump in. You will not be disappointed. Jump in if you grew up with Nintendo games, NES, 8-bit. Jump in for some nostalgia. And I really encourage you viewers out there that have never really dabbled in 8-bit. That is not a crazy thing, you know? Jump in, see what it's all about. 8-bit vibes. But also, like, 2018 8-bit, like, very friendly. Not a brutal difficulty. Not a lot of cheese. Seriously, chat. Do it. Do it. It's a really good game. Yeah. Real good. For $10, I might get it on Switch. Yeah, Shovel Knight. It's Shovel Knight similarities. Jaredot. I only buy physical. I love the look and feel of a physical library of games. That being said, though, the only game I've been playing lately is Fortnite, which is digital. So I'm not sure what to think anymore. I feel that. When are we getting that 16-bit Shovel Knight? I don't know. Let's get some E3 hype. What if they did something like Bloodstained is doing for Shenmue 3, release a sprite-based game ahead of time? I would love that. Here, chances of Persona 5 expanded re-release on platforms, including Switch, with the double announcement of Joker for Smash. Joker for Smash, I don't know. But history has a way of repeating itself. If I were in Vegas, I would bet on a re-release of Persona 5. For sure. For sure. Bearded Scotsman, see the N64 classic trademark in Japan that has sparked rumors it will be a thing. Yes. Oh, yes. So I'm 2 back on Americans right now. No Americans talk. Curb that conversation. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Trust. We will have a syndrome or a something where I just go nuts about the Americans. I don't think I'll be getting glasses before E3. But glasses are going to happen. Just give me time. Hopefully before this year's over, all right? We're already halfway through. 6 months. I got to warm up to it. It's a long process. Nodding Penguin, 10. 100% 10. E3 Shenmue. Yeah, the Shenmue 3 delay obviously hurts, but at the same time, it's made E3 a little more relaxed for me, knowing that it's already been delayed. If we see it, great. If not great, actually. Now that I think of that, now that I think that through, I have a way of not thinking things through. Maybe I'll think that through and realize that if Shenmue 3 doesn't show up at E3, I'll be alarmed. I'll be scared. I got glasses at 27 and it blew my mind. Didn't realize how much I needed them. Oh, God. I know. Maybe it's why I can't aim for shit in Fortnite. Let's blame it on my eyesight. Equipment update. The equipment, so much of it is locked and loaded. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. What is Bloodworth here? I hope Bloodworth is here. Bloodworth, save me. Save me, Bloodworth. 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 Remember? Say it 3 times in the camera. He'll appear. Bloodworth. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Just hang tight on the equipment. I'm not going to say anything. I will tell you, there was one unfortunate thing. Something got shipped to us broken and we had to send it back. I will tell you that piece of information. So they're sending us a new something. Blood Earth, are we allowed to talk about the equipment? Damn it! See what happens, chat? See what you do to me, chat? Come on, chat. Please be nice to me, chat. Alright, can we keep that a secret, please? Can that not leave Talking Syndrome? Don't tell anyone. Don't tweet it. Tell no one. Come on. This is why the allies don't tell me things. Blood Earth leaves for a minute. Things fall apart. Okay. Yeah, and let Easy Update do it. Exactly. That's for Ian. Ian has put in so much work on all this stuff, so I want Ian to be the one to show it all off. Ian has done a lot. So, no spoilers. Spoilers in the vault. Excellent, excellent. The Mark Ruffalo of E to Z A. I take that as a compliment, for sure. Yeah, Ian is pumped. Dude, Mark Ruffalo, back in the day, like... It wasn't like a definitive spoiler, like so-and-so dies, but it was like a spoiler in the sense that you better be prepared for the end of Avengers 3. See, I don't want to know. I don't even want to go down that road. Are we allowed to spoil Avengers? Look it up. Just look it up. Mark Ruffalo of Avengers. Yo. Dark Knight, that demo is out? What? Demo is out? Did that demo just come out? Yo. Awesome. How can you appreciate 4K without glasses? I sit this close. My eyeball can get ya. Can get all those pixels. Keep those eyes open. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 was a 10 out of 10. Again, I don't want to go over spoilers because I feel like one day people will go back and catch up on S.H.I.E.L.D. So I don't want to be too spoilery, but Season 4 and 5 brought the show to another level. When it's all said and done, I might say Season 4 is my favorite because of how personal it was. It was all about the characters and the emotions. Season 5 had a lot of plot. It was a little more plot heavy. But there were so many payoffs, and it also had so much emotion and character stuff. Season 4 and 5, a whole nother level. So good. Yeah, not going to spoil. Not going to spoil. No spoiling of the event or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Gay Vulture, Sony got a bit of backlash for last year's E3 being so bland. Do you think they'll innovate again? Have they trapped themselves in a corner with this concert style? I think they've trapped themselves in a corner, but I think coming out and saying that they're going to show Last of Us, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, and Death Stranding, I think that's great. Now, here's what I really want to drive home as we wind down and end the show today. We just had the Battlefield reveal, and people were hard on it, and I was hard on it. I was optimistic, but I was hard on it. And it's such a tricky thing because I love that franchise. I love Battlefield. I also love game developers. They don't get enough credit. I love hearing people passionately talk about their games that they make. I love that. But at the same time, there is a better way to talk about and show your game. There's just a better way, you know? I wanted to hear the people talk about Battlefield 5, but it just dragged. It just dragged on. The same with PSX, you know? I remember PSX kind of dragging on when they were sitting on those couches. Like, it's just a really tough balance. So I'm wondering, the reason I bring it up is because I'm wondering if Sony, by announcing those 4 games, if they're going to do PSX couch style. If, you know, Druckmann is going to come out and they're going to have a 15-minute conversation on Last of Us. If Kojima comes out and they're going to have a 15-minute conversation on Death Stranding. And it's... I want to hear that, though, right? Everyone's saying, no. And it's like, I want to hear about your game and I want to see your game. There's got to be a perfect balance to get both of those, you know? So I don't know what that looks like. Brandon Jones should just organize these things. It's tough. It's tough. Hey, Huber, how well would digital games do if more games had sharing features like a way out, or you got a physical pre-order bonus with digital purchases? I want to see things get checked out. Me too, Mohala. I don't think we're quite there yet. You know, Way Out was an awesome experiment. I think they were expecting to maybe lose money on the game. So, the Ubisoft conference last year did that well. I agree. Yeah, Ubisoft pulls it off. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just remember that when E3 rolls around, chat. It's like, I want to hear every single detail that Druckmann and Naughty Dog has to say about The Last of Us Part 2. But there's a lot of factors. There's when is it during the show? You know, if you open with that, everyone is going to be on the edge of their seat. If you stuff it in the middle after a long VR segment or something, people are going to be like checking their watches. Who knows? So I don't know. You want to be entertained too, exactly. It's going to be interesting. Does anyone know how long Sony's going to be? No. The rumor is that Xbox is 90 minutes to 2 hours. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 rumors. Just rumors. I would love to see the game be fixed camera, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. And I get it. You know, it's the past. It's the past. And if it were a one-for-one remake, or even in the vein of Resident Evil 1 remake, you know, would that be enough in 2018? It'd be enough for me, of course. Like, honestly, if it was an exact one-for-one remake, I'd be stoked, but I understand Capcom needs to sell the game to people that have never played Resident Evil 2. I get it. So, portions will be fixed, yes. As long as there's some nods, you know, as long as honestly, all it would take, a police, RPD station door opens, fixed camera. That's it. Just give me it. In like a couple locations. Help me out. Help me out, Capcom. Can't wait. I can't wait to see that game. I'm going to have a heart attack, especially if it doesn't leak. You know? Remember Evil Within 2 leaked? That was a bummer. That kind of took it out a little bit. So I pray that Resident Evil 2 makes it to the show without being spoiled or leaked. Plug those leaks. Please. The nerdy thing about the cake was that it said always. My cake stopper was always from Harry Potter. We both drank out of Buffy the Vampire glasses. Hers said chosen, mine said hush. Our box that held the wedding rings was a Lord of the Rings box. It had the one ring on it. I think that's it. It was Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Buffy. I forget the Star Wars. I don't think we had a Star Wars reference, unfortunately. There was no Resident Evil 2 music that played. There were no shotguns or axes. Nerd wedding for sure. All right, everybody, that's going to do it. I got to get ready for the Q&A, which is coming up in 20 minutes for a lot of you. This has been Talking Syndrome. Thank you so much for watching and talking. It's my favorite. I love it so much. It's been too long. But we'll be back next week as we begin the road to E3 2018. Next week. Be ready. Love you, chat. Adios. Nope. Thanks for watching. We already started.